from this show.
Wait,
People say to me, were you okay with that? And my answer is, I was happy.
That's right. Joy Behar, the most outspoken and controversial personality on the panel, is officially out. And here's the wild part. Karoline Leavitt just broke her silence, revealing the major role she played in making it happen. Now, ABC, they're in full-blown crisis mode. Ratings for The View are in freefall, and behind the scenes, Joy Behar is reportedly losing it. So, what exactly went down? What ruthless move did Karoline make that left ABC no choice but to cut ties with their most infamous host? And is this the beginning of the downfall of the entire show? Oh, trust me, you do not want to miss this one. But before we dive in, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for more raw, unfiltered updates that the mainstream media doesn't want you to hear. Done? Awesome. Let's get into it.
Divisive and disgusting speech that any president, certainly in my lifetime, has ever given. He essentially waged war on half of the country by saying that we are all a threat to democracy because we believe in putting America first. It's not radical to want to put your country and your own people first. It's not radical to want to have a strong border, a strong military, and to unleash the might of your own economy, not economies around the world. You know, we have seen cultural Marxism trickling its way through every institution in this country. The public school system, the higher education university system, Hollywood, big tech, the corrupt mainstream media that I fought against in President Trump's White House are indoctrinating my generation of Americans into hating our country, hating one another based on race and gender and sex and all of this other BS, quite frankly.
Now, let's set the scene. We all know The View has a long history of attacking conservative women. And this time, it was no different. Karoline Leavitt, the youngest White House press secretary in history, is a rising force in politics. She's sharp, she's fearless, and most importantly, she doesn't cater to the woke mob. But Joy Behar, she took it too far. During a heated segment, Joy didn't just criticize Karoline, she went low, dismissing her entire career as nothing more than a pretty face handpicked by Trump.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
She mocked Karoline, implying that her success was because of her looks, not her competence. Even for The View, this was bad. The audience gasped. Even her co-hosts, who usually just nod along to whatever Joy says, looked visibly uncomfortable. And when that clip hit social media, all hell broke loose.
Joy objectifying the White House press secretary, saying she only has the job because she's hot.
Attacking a woman for her looks or age isn't very progressive. Let's bring in Sky News contributor Kosha Garda. Kosha, particularly that last clip that we played, it was so condescending. The way that she was scolding her as if she was a schoolgirl, suggesting she needed to do her homework. I find it so hypocritical when these so-called, caring, progressive voices just turn so nasty like that.
Yes, and as you mentioned, with conservative women, there's a long list of that, both of Trump's previous press secretaries, females, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Kayleigh McEnany, other figures like his campaign manager the first time, Kellyanne Conway, Sarah Palin very famously had to bear the brunt of a lot of this. So people are used to that. I think in their bubble of the audience that The View speaks to, that's probably kind of what the group think is. So one defense, I guess, is that she was speaking to her audience, but you take it outside of that bubble the way you are right now, and we all can see.
Now, most people would have just brushed it off, maybe fired off a snarky tweet and moved on. But Karoline? Oh no, she was not about to let this slide. Instead of playing the victim, she hit back, hard. First, she called out the blatant hypocrisy. She pointed out how The View constantly preaches women's empowerment. But the moment a woman challenges their ideology, they tear her down. Then, she went for the knockout punch. She hit Joy Behar and ABC where it really hurts, their bank accounts. Karoline slapped ABC with a lawsuit for defamation and character assassination, accusing Joy of knowingly spreading lies to destroy her reputation. And ABC? They freaked out. They knew this wasn't just another PR mess. This was a legal catastrophe. If Karoline won, ABC would be on the hook for millions in damages, and The View's credibility? Destroyed. Behind the scenes, executives were scrambling. And Joy Behar? she never saw it coming.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
And here's where things get even crazier. After Karoline announced the lawsuit, social media exploded. People rallied behind Karoline, cheering her for standing up to The View's hypocrisy. Hashtags like #CancelTheView and #FireJoyBehar started trending everywhere. Even some left-leaning viewers admitted that Joy had crossed the line. A BC panicked. According to inside sources, executives were in full-blown damage control mode. Sponsors started backing away. Advertisers weren't sure if they wanted to be associated with this mess. ABC held emergency meetings to figure out what to do next. And then, they made their move.
Bang, Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point, courage, detail.
In a major new development, Karoline Leavitt just spoke out for the first time about Joy Behar's shocking exit from The View. And let's just say, she did not hold back. She called this a huge victory for women who are sick and tired of media hypocrisy. "This isn't just about me," she said. "This is about standing up to the media elites who think they can say whatever they want without ever facing consequences. The View doesn't uplift women. They tear them down the second they refuse to conform. And finally, they're being held accountable. Joy Behar got exactly what she had coming. Boom. And you know what? She's absolutely right. For years, The View has targeted conservative women, mocking them, belittling them, and trying to erase their voices. But this time, the tables have turned. One of the biggest figures on that show just got taken down. And folks, this might just be the beginning of the end for The View.
Take this.
So you cannot be attractive and smart? I will try to give Joy the benefit of, well, thank you. I try to give Joy the benefit of the doubt that she didn't see that briefing. Because if you saw that yesterday on numerous topics, no big binder, I think she might have had a different impression of this young woman who held her own.
I mean, you would have to give her the benefit of the doubt that she did absolutely no research or reading about anything dealing with Karoline Leavitt before she made that remark. Because Karoline Leavitt worked, I mean, she went to St. Anselm College. She worked for WMUR
Ran for
TV.
Congress?
In New Hampshire. She ran for Congress at the age of 25, put on a very good campaign. She lost by 8 or 9 points, but she still put on a good campaign. Then she was the press secretary for the Trump campaign, going on TV literally every day.
Well, heavily pregnant and a new mom.
Pregnant. Yeah, she's a new mother. And then she goes out yesterday and gives and this, again, this is speaking very objectively, because I've watched every press secretary since going back to Marlon Fitzwater. Yeah, I'm that old. And she went out there for her very first briefing at the age of 27 years old, the youngest press secretary ever, and did a terrific job.
Okay, people, now I want to hear from you. Did Joy Behar deserve to be fired? Did The View finally cross the line? And can ABC actually recover from this? Or is this the final nail in the coffin? Drop your thoughts down below. This story is far from over, and you do not want to miss what happens next. And before you go, smash that like button and subscribe for more uncensored, drama-packed updates.